everyone, this is my second part of Japan vlog, and today we are going to the ultimate day trip from Tokyo to Mount Fuji with stops at Lake Kawagachi, Kachikachi Ropeway, a scenic Oshino Hakkai village, and wrapping it all up with a peaceful traditional tea ceremony. Let's go. While doing the trip, you can see Mount Fuji just next on your left, and yeah, this is really beautiful. We started our day by having the breakfast in the hotel, then we took a cab where the tour guide asked us to wait, and we got the pickup from Shinjuku station. Well, we have reached Oshino Hakkai, the traditional village houses. It's famous for clear ponds and of course Mount Fuji in background. You can actually drink the water here. It's super pure, filtered through volcanic rock for over 80 years. Our guide explained that they do sell this water outside, but yes, here you can drink it directly. You can also try the local street food like yami manju or grilled mochi, and of course you have to try the local snacks. This sweet grilled mochi was wow, 10 on 10. We got very short time here, something around 50 to 20 minutes. We stopped there and yeah, we explored some, we bought some foods and chocolates, and then we headed for our next destination, that is Kachikachi Ropeway in Mount Fuji. While you are reaching over there, clear signs guide you toward the Mount Tenjo Ropeway or Kachikachi Yama Ropeway near the eastern side of the Lake Kawaguchi. You can also take the Red Line Retro bus to reach over there. You need to buy tickets for this ropeway, but yeah, our tour guide did it for us, so we could skip that. So round trip took 900 yen per adult, and one way is 500 and 450 for child. Some tickets include boat rides or other attractions at a slight discount. Well, the actual ropeway would take something 1 minute for you to reach, but yes, the queue. It was around 35 minutes we stood in the queue to reach the boarding point of the ropeway, and then the ropeway dropped us at the peak of the particular point where we were allowed to spend some, again 30 minutes and then 30 minutes in the queue again to get into the Kachikachi Ropeway. So our tour guide jokingly said that for this 10-minute ride or trip you need to spend almost 1 hour to and fro, but it's worth it. It took 3 minutes to reach the top of Mount Tenjo. As you ascend, you will get panoramic views of Lake Kawagachi and on a clear day Mount Fuji in the background, which we were enough lucky to see and enjoy. Once you reach at the top, you will find the observation deck with panoramic views of Mount Fuji, Lake Kawaguchi and the surrounding mountains. The area is themed around the Japanese folktale Kachikachi Yama, featuring a very clever rabbit and a mischievous raccoon dog. They call it a very scary story, but yeah, this was funny. You can ring a bell and make a wish. There is a small shrine over there. There is a hiking trail in the Mount Tenjo for hikers. There is a trail. So yes, if you have time, if you want to enjoy, you can definitely do that. You will get a few shops also over there to get some souvenirs and Fuji magnets. While hiking down a serene forest trail would be there. So the best time to visit is the morning hours, but we didn't have time. We actually came here around afternoon. It is actually open from 9 to 5, but that varies by season. Okay, so while coming back, we got to see Lake Kawaguchi on our right, and yes, that was something mesmerizing. We stopped near the Lawson store, which is very famous, again with the Mount Fuji at back. And then finally we went for the tea ceremony. I'll show you in detail in the video how this tea ceremony, this traditional tea ceremony is very, very meaningful and important to the Japanese people. So once you enter the tatami room, kimono-clad host preparing tea, and then of course the guide was kind enough to book this one also for us. If you're planning this trip, I highly recommend adding a tea ceremony to your itinerary to experience such a mesmerizing event. You will leave feeling calm, grounded, and a little more connected to Japanese culture. Now we are diving into the beautiful experience of Chanuyu, the Japanese tea ceremony. From centuries old rituals to the delicate preparation of matcha, this is a journey into mindfulness, culture, and respect. The tea ceremony or sado has been practiced in Japan for over 400 years. Rooted in Zen Buddhism, it's about more than serving tea. It's a spiritual and aesthetic discipline. Every moment here has purpose. The tea master purifies each utensil with grace and focus. It's almost meditative. There is a tea bowl, a bamboo whisk, and also a sweet to balance the bitter taste of matcha tea. Look at the vibrant green color. This is matcha, the powdered green tea, rich, earthy, and full of antioxidants. But here it's also a symbol of hospitality. Also, the etiquette is the key. You bow to show gratitude, rotate the bowl before drinking, and savor each sip in silence. It's about presence, being fully here now. It's surprisingly calming, slightly bitter but smooth. You can feel the intention in every part of this experience. I asked the tea master, what makes this ceremony special? She said, it's not just tea, it's a moment of peace shared between host and guest. This ceremony reminded me that even the simplest acts, like making tea, can be powerful when done with care and mindfulness. If you ever come to Japan, I highly recommend experiencing this firsthand. This entire ceremony took 20 minutes to complete. Then our guide took us to the shop just below this area, and then after 30 minutes or something we left this place and we were heading towards our next destination, that is Lawson store, the famous Lawson store. I will also quickly show you the place inside. See, this is the store just below the place where we had the tea ceremony. And there is a shop outside where you will get Fuji apple, which has nothing to do with the name of Mount Fuji. This Fuji apple was named after a person, not the Mount Fuji. That is what our tour guide told us. You can see the beautiful Kawaguchi Lake while we are heading towards Lawson store. From this place to the Lawson store, it was again around some 15-20 minutes, and then we got a break over there for 15 minutes, and then we came back to the same point where we started our journey in the morning, that is Shinjuku station. And the entire trip took something around 9.5 to 10 hours. And also in Japan there is a rule that the drivers won't drive more than 10 hours, so that's why they were also again very particular about the time. See, this is the inside of the Lawson store, another convenience store in Japan. The other popular convenience stores are 7-Eleven and Family Mart. After an incredible day of sights, snacks and serenity, it was time to head back to Tokyo. The bus ride was smooth and yes, I totally dozed off. Thank you for watching this video.